Your name is?
Thomas Villalobos.
So we're here at Civic Center Plaza. You've got an interesting banner there. What does it convey?
So we are with the Society for the Defense of Tradition, Family, and Property, which is a Catholic lay organization that stands for traditional values, fights for the right to life, family values. Here's one of our members here, actually, Mr. Philip Calder.
I see. And so how do you all feel about the connection between the right to life and the right for people in other countries to live without the American military killing them? Because the American military uses a lot of tax dollars to kill people, but I never see anybody here with any sign about, stop bombing people with Predator drones or
to kill combatants more generally. Killing combatants, of course, there is a just means to participating in war, correct?
So do you think, like, if, for example, the American military murdering that family accidentally, someone who actually worked for the United States government near Kabul airport was justified?
Well, there are certain cases where it isn't justified per se, but we have to be particular with our.
Well, what cases is war justified?
If we what cases were wars justified?
Yes.
A certain defensive nation is combated or is provoked, right? There are means of provocation, of course, in terrorist attacks. 9/11, for example, where we're prompted to go into wars to respond to that sort of provocation. Otherwise, what justice is there for those victims? Correct?
But how about if 911 was? But how about if the United States government was actually indirectly responsible for what happened in 911 through training and equipping people overseas in clandestine operations?
Well, we have to talk about our degrees of alienation, then, right? Then we'd have to respond to almost every nation in the entire globe.
I see. So, so you're basically pro-military, but only moral military in your view.
Justice.
I see. The United States has stood for justice when?
Stood for justice when?
Yeah, like in Vietnam. In Vietnam, and secret bombing in Cambodia, was that justice? Killing people with Predator drones?
Absolutely.
Anyway, let's switch. We obviously don't agree on this topic. So, so do you feel there should be no abortion under any circumstances?
Yes, no, under any circumstances.
And so, therefore, people should abortion doctors be arrested?
Yes.
Yeah, and the woman should be arrested also?
When is it justified to kill an infant?
Well, that's your. I think that's your.
Were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of free and home of brave USA!
So, who wrote that song?
Francis Scott Key.
And are you aware that there's a statue in Golden Gate Park that was toppled because Francis Scott Key was a slave owner, and there's a protest art exhibit up there right now about that. How do you feel about that?
About him being a slave owner?
Yeah, about him being someone who's writing that, a pro-militarist song, who's a slave owner.
Well, I mean,
there's a lot of elements in our society trying to call attention to these things. All right? Slavery is an issue that was decided long ago in our country. Americans are not for that now, and we are for our country. Right? And it does no good to throw down our traditions. It doesn't do any good.
So how do you feel about sweatshops then? Don't you feel there's slavery?
Yeah, well, I mean, we are living in 2022, sir. No
Yeah.
sweatshops now.
No sweatshops now.
No.
So,
You want a sweatshop? Go to China.
that's what I'm saying.
There you got the
And
completely against communist
and,
China.
but everything is. But the United States is import.
Having anything to do with that. There's the sweatshop.
But sir, the United States companies are buying things from China in those sweatshops. So how do you feel about that then?
We wish you well. If you want
Okay, thank you. Are you against contraception also?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No contraception.
Of course.
But how could you be against contraception?
God's law.
How can you be against contraception and be against abortion? It seems contradictory because
We believe in the purpose of family, of marriage, and of the sexual act. That's why.
I see. But you believe your views are right and everybody else's views they don't have any right to. Is that
Believe in the
correct?
purpose of marriage, family, and of the sexual act.
I see. And are you against gay marriage?
And that is not my view. That is God's law.
I see. Thank you.